Hello, comic community. This is NammaN. Welcome to our channels. We have first let
We
me
have
introduce the
Alexandra.
panels.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We
so
got
go ahead, Jeff. Why don't you go
okay,
ahead? Just take over. Why don't you just
okay,
take
okay. We got K-pop junkie. We got the Cantonese comic kid, or AKA Jeff, or AKA the Cantonese playboy, or whatever you guys want to call me. And then we got our extinguished guest,
over?
Alexandra B, artist extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Hello.
How about that?
Extinguished.
Yes,
Extinguished.
very much.
Oh, ooh la la. Yeah. Uh,
All right. You want to do a quick intro to the chat?
Quick intro
Yes.
to the chat. We got who do we got?
Oh,
We
here.
got
GT Comics. What's up, GT? And then we got God is great. What's up, Titus? How are you doing? I know.
Hey, Titus. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while. And we got Miss O. What's up, Miss O?
So,
Hi.
how are you? How are you?
Oh,
Get the lovely. There we go. Hi, guys.
right.
Let me see. I'm gonna post your link here. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna post your link to your Instagram right there. Get that going. Hold on a second. Got everybody going up.
You're on 5 different channels right now. Eman,
wow. Hi,
Eman,
hi.
Kids Comics, K-Pops, my channel,
Yeah.
Otaku's channel, and then you're also on a K-Pops channel.
Yes.
K-pop's Twitter.
K-pop, not Twitter. Yeah, Twitter.
Yes.
It's
My
called
Twitter
X.
stream.
Yeah. So it's and that brings about 20 to 30 people as we stream. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
lovely. Yes. All right. So
So-
I
go ahead. K-pop.
go ahead. Okay, so I posted the link to your Instagram, but I'm also posting links now to the Tessa's the Nerd channel because you stream on there with her as well on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I'm posting that here so that everybody can go follow you guys. There you go.
Yay.
You don't have a YouTube channel all of your own?
No, I'm too shy.
Listen.
We were all
I-
that way. Me,
You
and Katie, we were all that way.
I've been streaming 15 years, and for the first 13 years, I didn't even have a face cam. I just showed my art. Let me tell you, you're going to branch out one day and start your own guys, and it'll happen. Oh, hello, Daniel. Hi.
I mean, you were well spoken during Tesla's channels. Sometime I lurked there, and you were well spoken there. So I don't know why you're so. You didn't shy, and you did well last time too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
yeah.
I gotta get a webcam first. I always use my iPad. I'm using it right now. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
Really clear, though, for
Thanks.
being an iPad. I know. It's great.
iPad does have a good camera on there. So
It does.
Okay. So for the people that are in chat just meeting you for the first time, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh my god, I would. I didn't know that I was supposed to, so I put like pearls
Yep.
in my mouth. Alright,
You got boba. Nice. What kind of lovely?
she
So-
loves
We're
boba,
gonna-
by the
We're gonna
way.
give it a minute because it's boba, so that's gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
Murder, murder. Yes, yes, lovely. Yeah.
So enlightening. Thank you for.
Okay, done. Sort of. Wait, one more. One more.
That's okay. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Hi, I'm Alex. I am an artist based in Vancouver, BC. I've worked in animation, film and animation for a few years, and with like the whole big shebang that's going on right now, I'm more so trying to dip my foot into different kinds of mediums and different kinds of, I guess, art everywhere. I've been collecting comics for about maybe 3 years. I've been reading them for longer. I only started collecting very recently because I had moved very close to a comic shop and I couldn't help myself. It was too tempting. And yeah, that's about it.
Lovely, lovely. So yeah, because you started as an animation artist,
Yes,
and then you
I
moved to you moved kind of like towards the other side of like comics and like anime-ish type stuff, which I adore because
I don't
Yeah.
usually watch anime. I'm not a big anime fan.
Yeah.
I usually mostly just read like Marvel, DC. I do like animation, and I dabble a lot in video games as well. But in terms of career, I've worked with film and animation. Yeah.
okay, that's cool,
Yeah.
lovely. Yeah. So no, it's been very exciting because I saw you. You were on Between the Lines 2 times, and I saw like you
Yes.
were finally getting into like getting more situated with doing stuff traditionally, not traditionally, but like
Yes. Yeah.
like comic type of art instead of like the animation stuff.
Yeah.
It's been so cute. I love when you do your posts because I adore your art style. It's so
Thank
cute.
you so much. Thank you. I do enjoy a traditional a lot more. I went to school for fine arts, and I didn't go to school for animation. So
Okay.
it was kind of just like a jump, more so because in Vancouver it's quite a booming career to have, because everything is filmed here, all the studios are here. Name it, it's probably been filmed or done in Vancouver at some point. We've got Sony here, we've got Disney here. We're kind of like the northern LA. So it's
nice.
sort of an not easy field to get into, but it's more accessible than I feel like engaging in comics might be. I mean, who knows? Maybe down the line, I'd like to, but we'll see. Yeah.
I think that's very, very doable for you because you have a
Thank you.
very literally adorable style type of art, and I think it would work
Thank
so
you.
many with so many different characters. So I think you have a bright future ahead of you in
Thank you
comics.
so
I really
much.
do.
Do you have plans for like I know you're a cover artist right now. Do you have any desire to be internal artist?
I am in contact with some people who are interior artists, and it seems it's very intimidating. It looks very intimidating, but it looks very fun. So hopefully I'm trying to get my way into there. I have my first ever tabling experience in a few weeks. I think in 2 weeks I'll be tabling for the first time, and I'll be like putting out more traditional art, which I'm very excited about. I just did. Is it here? It is. I just did this recently.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully I'll try and do a few more cards and a few more covers as well. I have some blanks in some of my boxes that I still need to put out there. And yeah, it'll be
Very
fun.
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So
Thanks.
what con are you going to be at? Is it a con or is it just like an art type thing?
It's just like a very small sort of marketplace sort of thing.
Okay.
It's based around different fandoms, so it's supposed to be very nerdy, very geeky. So I thought I'd try my hand at something very, very small first. And then in about 2 months, I also get to do West Coast Comic Con around here.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and then at the end of the year, I also get to do another comic show, which will be very fun.
I think that's a great start for tabling because it's sometimes it can be overwhelming with the amount of people that are around there, and then it's probably just a good idea to start the first one kind of a little smaller. But you're going to do great. I think people are going to flock to your art, especially when they see it. They're going to be like, "Oh my god!"
That's really sweet.
That's the type of art that I'm always going towards myself.
Alan Wu is a writer.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. We were talking. Hi, Alan.
Okay.
Oh, lovely. Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
I think you would love his comic book. It's really nice.
Yeah, he's a writer, and when his book becomes successful, the one that he's gonna publish in September, is it right?
Mm-hmm.
And when that becomes popular, I'm
Yeah.
sure he'd be looking for cover artists.
Oh,
Bang on his door.
for real. Alan, I'm putting it out there right now. You need to hire her for doing cover art because her art would fit so perfectly in the style of the book that you have because it's adorable. Yes.
Yeah, I think that matches perfectly. I think they match perfectly.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, we got some people. We got some people trickling in. I know there's like, this is my third stream of the day, and Nam and I were just on a stream earlier.
Wow.
This is my second stream.
I know. Yeah. So we got
You guys,
people
I could
making the
never do
rounds
that.
right now. Oh yeah, it's been a long day, but that's okay. We're doing another one after this, so you know. Yeah.
All nighter too. All nighter.
Yeah,
Insomniac.
Yes.
You
Oh,
Yeah,
bored one day?
Insomniacs,
That's
yeah.
insane.
yeah. I started at 11 a.m. I don't know.
Well,
It's gonna. Yeah.
You
It's
mentioned
been a-
Insomniac. One of our Insomniacs is in the chat.
No,
Oh,
no.
look at this! Look at this! But
Devil. Top of the devil. I'll do that in the future.
there's CJ. Hi, CJ.
Oh,
I know it's amazing. CJ, yes, I'm glad that you joined because you probably saw her in between the lines, CJ, and
Mm-hmm.
yes, great times. So that's gonna be fun for your con experience. So are you gonna have like you already got enough stuff planned? You know. You
yes,
have-
yeah.
Perfect.
It'll be like different things per show, but I think
Okay.
after this show, because the next two will be at comic shows, so I'll try and
Okay.
focus more on blanks on that, and hopefully more like superhero-esque prints, which is more of what I like to do. I think this first one, because it's very small, it's like a very family-friendly kind of like all things. You know, it's a good starter, I think, and I'm very excited
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. And my favorite thing too is I've been running into a lot of the same people that table at all the cons for many, many years. So you end up becoming really good friends, especially with some of the local guys, because you'll run into them all the time. So I think that'll be
Yeah.
great.
I'm usually quite shy, so this is a big step for me, and I'm very scared and excited at the same time.
Oh, big round of applause for
Yeah.
getting the courage to actually go at table. Because I know people that still to this day, we either have to bring someone with them or are just too, their anxiety is too much that they can't even go do it. So kudos to go just even do that. Because
Thank you.
I was actually talking to Billy Tucci about this over the weekend. I would for years go to Free Comic Book Day and to cons and not go up to the tables because of my anxiety was so bad. Like I would just walk right past people, but I would just hang and just like check everything else. I met him in 2015 and he was so nice to me that it started me going up to tables and talking to people. So, oh yeah, it's a fun thing when you meet some people and you get, I think the environment is really good for like introverts. Because everyone there is an introvert, basically.
Yes.
They're all like shy and like hiding and kind of like cowering in the corner a little bit. But then you all kind of like meet and like talk and like you get all kind of chatty because you're around like the things that you really love. So yeah, it's a good experience. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, art is a very lonely. I mean, not lonely thing, but
Hello.
nobody do things yourself,
Lonely.
right? You cut everybody out. You do things yourself. And it's very unnatural for us. I mean, the artists to go out there and try to sell
be outgoing.
art. Yeah,
Be the outgoing person.
But once you become I think if you become a salesperson,
Mhm.
I think that's the artist that's gonna be able to feed themselves.
Yes. Yeah. When the confidence kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. You don't have anything to worry about. Your art really speaks for itself. So
Yeah.
it's really good. CJ, I'm hoping Otaku will join us soon, but I know he was putting his kids down, so hopefully he'll come up with us.
Yeah, he has a very energetic 5-year-old boy right now.
Oh.
And
Have you met them?
I had lunch with the Otaku today with his boy. We had to go get some pho.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was fun.
Was he like bouncing around the kid?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He had his mother is a Japanese American, so he was learning Japanese and English at the same time. And Otaku is Korean, so I go, hey, what? How come no Korean? And he goes, oh, he'll learn that later. Okay,
He'll learn it later. Yeah. Oh, that's adorable. That kid's gonna learn so many languages. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Then he brought in this pen and pencil, and he was showing off his pencil case with the
Oh,
those cute pencil case where you push a button and things
oh
fly out.
yes, I had one of those. Yeah,
Those are
I had
cute.
many
So
of them.
I borrowed pencil from him. So I said, "Hey, I want to draw you." And I asked for a little paper from his little coloring. He goes, "No." So I ended up drawing on a little cardboard box. He goes, "You ruined my pencil."
He ruined his pencil. Oh, that poor kid. Yeah. So while we're waiting, do you want to open up her Instagram and show some of her art? That way, Otaku will be back. We could do that.
What are we
Let
waiting?
me go ahead.
Otaku, I guess.
oh.
So yeah, because I know he has questions to ask you too. So yeah, but while we're doing that, we just go over some of your art and check
Yeah,
this
let me
out.
go ahead
guys.
and share some screen here.
I don't think I posted much, though.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, they
The
can
stuff that you
admire
have.
the old stuff.
Yeah, we're going to go over some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some of these myself.
Yeah, I think the last thing.
This one I saw last year.
Yeah, because that's pinned to my page because that's my personal favorite because I like Biggie, so it's an easy it's an easy favorite.
What made you get into art, by the way?
It was the only thing I was good at, and still am good at. I'm not good at anything else. Ask me to do anything else, I can't do it, but I can do art.
Are you good at writing?
I write for fun, and I write usually with my friends, but it's like a very personal hobby, so I don't usually put it out there.
You ever thought about making comic books yourself?
I have actually. I am planning to. I just made my very first original characters.
Nice.
So I did do a cover, but I wasn't very happy with it, so I'm gonna try and redo it a little bit before I put it out there. But I need to, I would like to have it done before August. Mostly because that's when the first comic show is, and I think I'd like to present it there. Yeah.
Okay. You talked about coming to Seattle for a con, right?
Yeah.
Emerald City Con?
I went to Emerald City last year, I think. I didn't go this year. And I went there. I met Tessa for the first time in person. When I was there, and then I also got to hang out with Ryan. And then I think I'm gonna try and go either next year or to New York this year.
Oh, really? New York? Okay.
Yeah, maybe, hopefully. I'm not sure how when it is yet, but I think I'd like to. I think it's in October, right?
Normally it is. Normally New York is in October normally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. But I have generally an idea of wanting to go.
One thing I learned about Alexandra just now, didn't know you were in Canada. I thought you were with near Tessa.
Oh no, all of the girls on Tessa's show, because we used to do a show with Brandy and Carrie and Tessa and myself. All of them are in the same area except for me.
Oh, okay.
So I'd like to, if I get to go to New York, I think I'm gonna try and go with the girls. Just make it like a comic girls trip. Yeah.
Yes, you gotta do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So how did all of you meet?
I think Tessa knew Brandy already. And then I'm not sure how they knew Carrie. But Tessa messaged me out of nowhere, and I guess we started talking, and she was very nice, and I like to think I was the same enough for her to keep talking to me and keep responding to my texts.
Aww.
So we were just really bonding over comic books, and I don't really know anybody in the comic community here in Vancouver, so I never got to really geek out with anybody. And usually when I did go get my comics, the people who would pick theirs up, they're always very different tastes as well. Because I really like modern stuff, like really really modern stuff, and
Okay.
usually the collectors, they usually go for golden age, bronze age, like silver age. I don't collect any of that. I
Mm.
do have one key from that, or one issue, which also happens to be a key from that era, which is Ghost Rider 1, because I really like Ghost Rider.
Nice.
But I don't usually get to talk to people a lot about it, and also because I feel like some of the collectors here, most of the ones I know, they only collect, they don't really read the comics, whereas
Oh,
I'm
okay.
very much a reader. Yeah. I like
I'm
reading.
both. So
When you're going to New York, are you going as a fan, or are you having a table there?
Oh, just a guest. Well, it'll be my first time, so I think it'll be a little overwhelming if I table there.
Okay, okay. This is self-portrait, right?
It is, yeah. Last year, I was gonna try and do a new one this year, but I don't look any different, so maybe it would look the exact same.
Just change clothes.
Yeah, just switch the outfit, and then it would be completely new.
There's another self-portrait when you're 25.
Yeah, I think the last thing I got to show, or the newest thing I got to show you guys, was the cast, the one that you just scrolled over, the one with the red background.
This
That was,
one?
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
made that for API month last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
what since Alexandra brought it up, what's this month mean to you?
Oh, you
Hmm.
only you got to sit down. Everybody's got to sit down for like 2 hours. Here we go.
We got an hour and a half.
No. In all seriousness, it's a very important month for me. It is my it's such a big celebration of Asian Americans, Asian Canadians, and I feel like, especially in media, I'm not usually a big fan of how we're portrayed, and it is very disheartening sometimes. And I how do I say this? I the half of the reason I collect comics is actually for the Asian characters, because I'm so happy that nowadays there are so many Asian artists, Asian writers,
Mhm.
promoting these stories and actually putting out what's in our history rather than what pop culture deems for us to be. We're not all samurai. We're not all schoolgirls. We're not all, you know, these big ideas of what Asian people are. Like one of my favorite series very recently, hello, was the Monkey Prince. From
Yeah,
APU.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved that series so much. It hit close to home in so many ways. Where, like, if for me personally, if a family wants to go and kind of spend time together, that's usually dim sum. That's usually dim sum. That's usually eating. There's never really like Asian households typically are not very verbal. They're kind of shown love by food.
Yep.
When people want to say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Oh, I love you," or something like that, they usually just offer like a plate of like fruit,
I'm
and
just
that's
one
all.
love. That's all. I'm just one love.
Yes, a lot of love, a lot of love. And I mean, I'm not complaining, and I understand that that's most of just how people were raised. Hello. And it's the culture, it's the beauty of the culture, and little things like um I don't know, like the importance of food or the importance of mythology, like Sun Wukong. And
Yeah.
there are also comic writers like one of my favorites right now, might be my favorite comic book writer actually, is Jean Luen Yang, who wrote the Superman Smashes the Clan. Also wrote Monkey Prince. Yeah, Monkey Prince. I think, did he write that? I think he was part of that. And then he did another few young adult novels, and he's also written a lot of Avatar comics, Avatar: The Last Airbender comics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're really fun. But the idea of sharing stories about Asian people that aren't just samurai or or like these like badass schoolgirls, which is, again, there's nothing wrong with these things, but that's not all we are. We're so much more, as especially like Asian Americans. There's a story with all of us that, yes, exactly, yeah, no wonder it was so good. There's a story with all of us where I feel like, when you come from two different cultures, you don't really belong in either or, and it's a sense of like loneliness sometimes, and being able to see that captured in stories and comics is so important to me, because I can't look at, I don't know, I can't really look at like Spider-Man and be like, oh yeah, that's totally me. I'm not.
Right.
I'm. He was meant to be relatable to everybody, but I can't relate to him. I can't
I'm
relate.
I'm very nerdy, so I wasn't very nerdy, so I can sort of relate to it.
Yes, exactly. Well, in that sense, but also
Yeah.
in a sense where he didn't have to deal with his classmates making fun of his food. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't
Yeah.
have to deal with his classmates calling him like all of these racial slurs growing up, and having to laugh it off, or been told this and that about skin color, about the way your eyes are shaped, about the way your last name sounds weird, or like, why is your last name the same guy as this last name? It's I don't know. Anyway, the main thing is, I feel like comics in general, as of right now, I'm so happy and so proud of the stories that are out there, and the writers that are out there, and the artists that are out there, because they're doing such a good job, not only representing us, but representing themselves as their own stories of Asian Americans and Asian Canadians. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Just remind me. Have you read this?
What's that?
Here, let me make you larger real quick. Here, no, here. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
Almost American Girl by Robin Hall.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a pretty good story. It's
Yeah.
she came to United States.
Mhm.
She first landed in Alabama. It's her
Oh yeah, and that's
first
it.
first story.
That's it. Yeah.
You'd rate
Yeah, it's a really good story. I thought you might like that kind of story. So just
Yeah, Alabama, man. It's
Is it an almost American girl? Is that what
yeah, almost American Girl. She that's sometimes how we feel. We almost feel American.
Yeah,
almost,
almost
American, almost Korean, or almost Chinese. You know what I mean?
almost Canadian,
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah.
It's a very, in a sense, very lonely kind of sense where we don't really have a home, and it's nice to see that represented in comics, because that is like a very big struggle for people like us, and to have a month where it celebrates. Hi.
Hey Jackson.
A month to help us celebrate our heritage, and at least half of our stories, or whatever, any of our stories is Asian Americans, Asian Canadians. It's really nice to have. So I'm very grateful for it.
I met Lok Win
Yes.
the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's an excellent artist.
He's got a
You know him?
recommendation. Yes.
Family's Journey by Tran GP. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to invite Lok Win for the final day. Oh, I just want to remind everybody,
Yes.
May 31st, we're going to have a, I don't know, 6-hour stream. I don't know.
So yeah, I know. This is a long one.
We're going to have 6-hour streams. We're going to give away original arts. Voices from Alex, we're going to give away she's preparing a cover.
Yeah.
So we're going to give that away during that time. And she's going to come on for a little bit, I think so. Anyway, so we're inviting Lok Win as well. We weren't able to schedule Lok Win for the May, but hoping I made it. I'm just made a friend. I just randomly make friends. Just people want to come.
So how many duck races are we gonna have?
I'm gonna have tons of duck races.
Duck races galore happening. Yeah.
Please be ready for quack quack quack. That's what I'm
Quack,
saying.
quack, quack. That'd be a long one. Yeah. So before I highlight Jay's comment, I just want to say, over the past couple years, maybe even the last 10 years, there's been such a really good amount of Asian, I'm talking about just any Asian related like books, comics that, like you were saying, don't have to do with like the schoolgirl stuff or the samurai stuff. And I've been finding that absolutely fascinating. If you follow Jerry Ma, he has a book called The Dim Sum Gang that he works on, and it's adorable. But yeah, I found a lot of them that I've really enjoyed, and like the book that he has down here by Robin Ha. There's a couple of just novelists that have really good stories out, and I love them all. But
it's relieving and refreshing to read stories like that. And even when it's not centered around like our struggles, it's also centered around just celebrating who we are. So it's a very refreshing month for me personally to have an excuse to be shoving it in people's faces.
Shove it in their face.
So that brings up Jay's question here. This is kind of an interesting one. Do you think there is a reason other cultures accept and embrace Chinese or Japanese mythology and culture so readily overall, though, with movies, manga, and manhwa, for example?
Manhwa.
Manhwa?
Yeah, that's Asian. That's Cantonese comics.
The
manhwa.
Cantonese comics, and there's HWA, which is the Korean one as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, how do you pronounce it? Manhwa.
Manhwa.
Okay, the Cantonese pronounce it manhwa, and Korean pronounces it manhwa.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that is a really good question, and it's also very. It's a relievingly good answer, right. I feel like, and it's a good thing that it's there, and it's a good thing that it's present. And I feel like maybe I would like to say it's because nowadays there are more open-minded people about, accepting that there's way
K-pop.
more than outside.
All I'm gonna say is K-pop.
Yeah, well, K-pop plays a very good part in that. Anime also plays a very good part in that.
Yeah.
There's this fascination, I guess, with different cultures, but I also feel like while people are accepting and embracing these mythology stories and cultures, there also should be a recognition for what is actually going on and the stories that sort of drive mythology, because mythology is every mythology story, there's always usually like a lesson behind it, like a thing, a kind of, what do you call it?
Lesson.
Yeah, like an after school special.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of that there's a surface to these mythology stories, and I feel like there's also more behind that. And because these stories generally actually appeal to everybody, all these lessons that you can learn anything from anything, and it's I think because it's so applicable to everybody, it's maybe easier to accept that way. And once you look past the surface of the cultural differences, I think people will see that the lessons are applicable to every day and every kind of person. So yeah, maybe that's why.
I think so.
I don't know. I'm happy that people are accepting it though.
Oh, for sure. And Alan just says, because it's awesome.
Because it is awesome. That's
yeah. I'm going to add Otaku to the stage because he just joined us. Otaku, hi. Hello, Otaku.
Hey, Alex. Sorry, I thought we were going on at 8. I didn't realize you were going on at 7.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I was ready for 11. I was like, oh no, it's 10.
You guys don't pay attention to my post, do you? Or
Listen. Hey, I saw the 10 on there, and I was like, wait a minute, it's 10 o'clock. Oh,
yeah.
All good. So where are we in the conversation here?
We're all over the place.
We were kind of just going over some stuff in chat. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We got Bleak going on here, and hold on, Rude has a comment too. This is a follow-up from the last one. Honestly, seeing the Asian homie like comics is amazing because anime is amazing and prestigious. So to see you guys like comics says a lot about our supers here in America.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some stories and legends that kind of transcend culture as well. Like you kind of have some in each culture that are the same, but they're kind of like reworded, like Sun Wukong and Sayuki legend. Like those are super, super huge in Asia. Like Journey to the West is amazing. I just love all that stuff. But I think that's another reason why, like when you see a myth or legend, especially like the Asian cultures, you can automatically oh man, my brain just died. I'm so tired. You can automatically like resonate with it because it's so similar to like some other views that you have, and that's what's cool about things like culture.
Otaku and I swear that Superman is Asian. Korean. Superman is Korean.
Oh, there are a lot of like Korean proverbs that I hear every now and then that are like, whoa, that's cool. You know? And I hear a lot of stories for some reason about persimmons. I don't know if they're big, but I assume they're big in Korean culture because
we love persimmons. We love persimmons.
Yeah, I love persimmons.
One of the legend is that I'm going to just cut to the end. Some evil tiger chases the moon and falls on the cornfield, and all his blood is spread over. So that's where the persimmons are from. Yeah.
Oh.
Bloody. That's a bloody.
Are persimmons like red on the inside? I've never had a persimmon before.
Yeah, it's red inside. It looks like a corn kernels. So.
Oh, is it kind of like a pomegranate?
I'm thinking of I'm thinking of two different things here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Persimmon is orange. Are orange inside.
Orange. Yeah. And pomegranate is what I was thinking of. So I'm sorry.
That's okay. So persimmons are orange and red on the inside?
They're orange.
No, they're both orange inside and outside. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Persimmons are really good too. I'm sorry.
The tough thing about persimmons are you have to get it when it's absolutely just like ripe. Because if you eat them too soon, it's disappointing. I mean, it's still sweet, but it's a little disappointing. But you get them at the right, it's
a purpose though. Some people like it really soft and just it melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
And some people like a little
like hard,
chew.
If you like it a little unripened, there's like a texture to it. I guess it's kind of like mango, like green mangoes. There's a different flavor to it.
Yeah.
And then, ripe mangoes is obviously like very sweet. So kind of persimmon is kind of the same. You got when it's unripened a little bit, it's got a harder texture. Where you wait for it till it's ripe, it's really sweet and juicy and soft. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They sun dry that too, by the way, so that. When they sun dry, they call it kokam or flower persimmon because it looks like a flower.
Oh, that's
And this is another legend now that I messed up on the
the
pomegranate. There's another legend where there's a tiger came by listening to these kids crying, right? These kids crying, and so he came by the house, and mother said to the kid, "Hey, there's a tiger out in the front." She didn't know the tiger was there. So she said, "There's a tiger out in the front." And kids still cry, I'm not afraid of tigers. And then, so she goes, "Here's some persimmon, the sun-dried persimmon." And the kid goes, "Oh." And he started eating it and he started crying. So tiger goes, "Somebody's even scarier than me," and ran away. So that's one of the Korean stories.
That's very cute. Would you feed your kids persimmons and then would they stop crying?
It's not a good snack for the modern kids.
Yeah, I've never. I don't think we've ever had persimmons here in Washington. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen a persimmon here either. So maybe it's like it's not a West Coast thing.
Special markets will have them, but you don't really see them too often in many stores.
Yeah,
I see them down here, and I'm surprised to see them down here. I'll see them. I'll see a tree down here, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, you see the actual trees? Nice, that's cool.
So, Alex, I just want to go back to your ethnic heritage. Um, do you speak Hokkien?
No, but my grandparents do.
Okay, your grandparents do.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you talk about sort of the differences? Because I'm sure a lot of people don't, they obviously China is a very diverse place, but they don't understand sort of the nuances in language. Can you
Right.
explain kind of what the difference between Hokkien and maybe the other Mandarin, other languages like Mandarin and Cantonese would be?
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff could probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think Hokkien, from what I've been told by my grandfather, is that it's more of like a province kind of language. Like I think in
Canton
Korea,
is the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have, what is it called? The Gen. There's an island, Busan.
Oh, Jeju Island.
They have a
Jeju
different
Island.
dialect, right?
Yeah, Jeju Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
it's a dialect. It's not actually like a different language.
No, not really. From
Not
what
really.
I've been told.
Okay.
And I also know that most Filipino Chinese families are Hokkien because a lot of the Hokkien community was the first to sort of migrate to the Philippines
Hmm.
from China. Whenever I think it was, I don't remember, but it was after the Spaniards. So because of how big the market was after the Spaniards colonized the Philippines, China took over it a little bit, and it was mostly the Hokkien community, so they migrated over to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think I know any other Filipino Chinese families or friends that aren't Hokkien. So I think most of them are Hokkien.
Right. And they're so well integrated. Like obviously they keep their Chinese culture as part of them, but they also are culturally Filipino. It's like you
Yeah.
talk to a lot of them. A lot of them are second, third, fourth generation, right? So it's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it is very interesting because we do very much celebrate both things. Like Chinese New Year is huge for us, huge. But so is like the traditions of Christmas around Philippines and the Filipinos. How they celebrate Christmas is it's like the biggest time of year. It's huge, it's ginormous. It was the most important time of year. And we'll still have our Filipino traditions, but I'll also have like Lunar New Year stuff at home. There's still like the red envelopes at home, luckily.
Yeah. Don't get married. Get
Yeah,
married. We
no.
gotta give it out.
Nope. Yeah, and we still go to dim sum. We still do everything that most Filipinos do, and also do everything that most like Chinese families do.
Mhm.
So it's a fun dynamic, I think.
Yeah, that's great. And in Vancouver, what's the community like there? Because are there many Filipinos in Vancouver?
Oh my God, yeah. It's like up in Vancouver, I think it's maybe like 90%, 80% Asian people. So it's
Okay.
all like Asian communities. A lot of it is Chinese, and a lot of it is also Taiwanese. A lot of people are also from Hong Kong, and there's a big bunch of Filipinos as well. So that's always really fun. It's a very nice kind of feeling of home in a sense, like the closest to home I can get.
Mhm.
But it's relieving to always be around like a similar-minded community where we can talk about our struggles at the same time, and we can also bond over like chow mein, and I like sweet and sour pork, so I usually try and drag my friends to sweet and sour.
Yeah. No, I saw this. A lot of people are kind of they harp on American Chinese food, that it's not like authentic Chinese and all that.
Like the Panda Express.
Yeah, like Panda Express and all that. But I mean, I love
like
American Chinese food. I think it's like, it's
I
obviously
used
it's not.
I used to run a restaurant of American Chinese food, so I can't be.
It's all delicious to me. I mean,
It's
I like
all
it all.
delicious,
Yeah.
right?
If it's good, it's good.
It's good, yeah. Yeah.
But we also have like xiaolongbao here.
Mhm.
We have just like general dim sum. You still eat like chicken feet, and it's all good stuff. If it's good, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's good. It's
It's
good.
all tasty. It's all tasty. Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't handle the nest soup, well nest soup. I couldn't-
Oh, Nesu. There's a bird spit.
Well nest soup. I couldn't. Just the thought of the.
Mm.
Hi. I'm not cheating on you.
Hey, Don.
Why? Actually, Tessa's a really big fan of Chinese food. She'll I think out of like all
Yeah,
the
the
streams
one
that
the
we've
one
done-
stream you guys did, what was it, a week ago or so? It was Chinese food
Yeah.
and hanging out or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, she loves Chinese takeout. She'll eat that stuff all day. I'm sure, 100%. She'll go on and on about her favorite Chinese place, and then she'll get like the same food every single time. It's so cute.
Yeah, I don't know what the dynamic, but there's a stark difference between Vancouver and Seattle. It's only 3 hours apart, right?
Oh yeah.
But the food scene in Vancouver is so much better, I feel like, for Asian food than here in Seattle. Seattle's kind of like we have to like pick up our game.
Well,
because-
I went down there for the teriyaki. It was great.
Oh, okay.
Teriyaki.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, Seattle is a seafood place. I mean, it's supposed to be seafood. I mean, it's a port city, right? And I cannot believe that we don't have a all you can eat. I mean, good all you can eat crab place. Why isn't there one?
Oh. Hyung, I'll take you to a good crab place.
All right.
But I mean,
Isn't there one by the market? No.
there's a couple, but not all you can eat. It's not all you can eat,
Oh,
though. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Those are
Is it-
more East Coast, I think. Like all you can eat crab places.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's
all you can,
Baltimore
the
here,
Asians
yeah,
are gonna
yeah.
eat them out of house and home if we do.
Right?
Yeah,
They
you
do
need to
all you
move to
can eat.
Seattle and reopen your restaurant over there. You're missing out.
Yeah.
Are you saying there's too many Chinese here? Is that what you're saying?
Because I was taught when I was a kid, when we went to all you can eat, you always go for seafood first. Don't go for anything else.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the most expensive stuff.
Right. It's
The
the
You
most
gotta
most
make a
expensive.
profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But snow crabs are from Alaska, right? Isn't snow crab from Alaska?
Yeah.
Mm.
So we're closer to Alaska than Maine. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there are good seafood restaurants out here. They're just kind of like more Western style restaurants.
They're more foo-foo.
Yeah. So you don't have like the all you can eat that's kind of more fancy and,
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I meant.
like by the waterfront, you know, with nice wine and all that stuff. So
I did go to Frankenstein's. Wait, how did this person know I went to Disney? I did go to Disney. I went to Disney like 2 weeks ago. And it was great.
Oh,
And
we got a fan.
not a fan.
hi.
He was in
Won't
your
stop
guys' live
it, I mean,
stream.
whatever. I mean,
No, he was in your live stream. He's from Tessa's live stream. I recognize the name.
Yeah, comic Toby. Yeah, I know his name.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
go to Frankenstein's. Oh my god, it was awesome. I found so many things I was looking for there. My partner, who is also into collecting comics, he really likes. Oh, I do live on the internet, I guess. Oh no. He found. So he's a really big fan of Haunted Mansion, like the
Ah.
Disney ride.
Yeah.
So he really likes the comics that came out for Disney for those.
Yes.
yeah.
He found those. Yeah, he was looking for those. And then we also saw another comic ride or a comic based on a ride, which was Big Thunder Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they had a comic for that
They had
too.
a comic for that.
Yeah, the art's really nice. It's really, really nice. So we found those, and then I found a few Ghost Rider variants that I was looking for.
Ooh.
I really liked the Battle World stuff from a few years ago. Is it a few years ago? 2008, 2003, something like that. The early 2000s. And they did a run where all the Ghost Riders were kind of just like racing against each other, and I thought it was cool. It's not really a well written story, but it's cool. But the variants were really cool because each incentive variant featured like a Ghost Rider, so it was, or a different Ghost Rider, so it was really cool, and I found those.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I was squealing and running all over the place. I actually went with somebody from the comic book community I met down there, who is the sweetest person ever. He goes by Anti-Hero Comics, and he I'm not sure if he still collects, but I met him through Tessa as well, so, or through the streams.
Awesome.
So if Avery, you're watching this, hi, thank you for taking me to Frankenstein's. It was amazing. We closed the place, so I think it closes at like 5 on the day that we went, so I wanted to go to more places, but he took us to almost every really nice comic shop in LA for like one day. It was just like stop after stop, and it was great.
That's fun.
It was. Yeah,
I love finding new stores for the first time. That's good. That's a cool feeling.
So what have been, we haven't caught up since forever, it seems like.
Yes.
What have been some of the like big pickups from the past, I guess, year, or maybe even this year? Some of your big sort of like, oh, I just picked this up. This is like kind of like the biggest thing I picked up this year.
Well, one is or two of them are in display cases, which I can't grab out right now. But one of them is the first ever appearance of Wave, the Filipina Marvel character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was like an incentive cover from an exclusive incentive cover from a comic shop in the Philippines. So we had to get it in the Philippines.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. We put that in our very first. I usually don't slab things, but I put it in like a kind of protector. It's like a magnet kind of protector. I don't know what it's called, but it's those things.
Yeah, those like snap tight.
Oh,
like
exactly.
things.
Exactly.
Aren't those the thing that Eman has? The capsules, comic capsules?
Yep.
Comic capsules or what is it? Gator guards. Sometimes there's called gator guards sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So we got 2 of those, one for Wave, and then I also picked up the first ever Ghost Rider issue from like the 70s. I know, it was amazing.
Wow.
I only got it for like $70, which is crazy.
Whoa, that's
Right?
good.
Right? Total steal. It was so cool. So that's in my display case now.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of not ever being able to access it, because I'm a reader. So, I know that even if I'm never going to touch it, I like the idea of it's mine so I can touch it. You know, if I ever want to open it, I can.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. Those are the really 2 big ones. And then there were a few incentives that I ended up getting that I really liked, which was a lot of Red Canary from DC.
Mm-hmm.
She popped up a few times throughout the year, and that was really fun. I don't know. I only prepared because you guys told me to prepare for the artists that I really like, the Asian artists that I really like, so I those.
Let's get into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let's give her a minute because she's kind of lagging out a little bit. So let's wait till I catch up. Okay, it seems to be good now. It seems good now. It was just like a split second, so it's good now.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I just want to make sure that whatever's happening, we can still see what you're doing. So you're good.
Yeah, I was trying to look around my room to find any of them, but it's still all pink. I think it was the same as when I last talked to you guys. So it's all pink comics, and there's not really
nothing wrong with that. I just picked up a Sozo Micah Misa from Death Note, and I picked up a Jamie Tyndall Catwoman the other day for Metal Prints.
Awesome.
And I like my pinks.
Yeah, my entire little tiny office is all pink comics, so it's
cute.
It's just very pink in here.
When I was making a thumbnail for you, I hated to delete all those because it makes
all of
it delete all those things. I go, I wish I could leave that on there. I wish I could leave that.
It's so cute. Okay, we're gonna give you a minute because I know you just took
I
some
know,
boba.
Oh,
That's not the right
that's a
You're
that's
good. You're
a
good.
little hint. I'm drinking cola, so that means
Yeah.
pause a little bit.
Let me swallow it first. So should I go for the Asian artists?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that. Let's do
awesome.
that.
Yay! I'm very excited. I really like the opportunity to geek out about anything
Yes.
in terms of just like Asian artists and comics, which I don't get to do often. So I'm very, very grateful to be here because you guys have to
Well,
listen to me.
watch Otaku's channel. You don't know anything about the Asian artists.
Yeah. See, this is really nice because now everyone here has to listen to me talk. So you have no choice. Okay, so my first artist is Jessica Fong. So she's been doing the A covers for, sorry for the noise, that is the bubble tea straw and it's made out of paper making some noise. So she's been doing the A covers for Poison Ivy. Yeah,
Yes.
she's great. I love her
Oh
work so
wow.
much.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's still doing them, I think. So I hope they keep her on forever.
Yes.
She's also done a B cover for one of the Spirit World issues, an incentive cover for Catwoman, and a few others. But she's amazing. I love her use of colors so much. I really like lineless art, mostly because I only learned how to do line art after I started getting into comics.
Mhm.
So this is more of like what I was kind of taught in school.
Okay. It gives it a more painterly feel, and I like that. I love full-on painted comics. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Do you use? I mean, I noticed you use different media.
Yes.
Do you do you change the media often, or do you have one favorite media?
Oh, I love ink.
Ink.
Absolutely love ink.
Nice.
I usually use, I think I have my tools right here actually. So I use the speedball ink.
Mm.
Okay.
And then I also like using the kuretake like brush pens as
Yes,
well.
those are good.
But
Nice.
I really, really like ink, and I also really like acrylic. Acrylics are fun.
Ink and acrylic. Okay, that's
Yeah.
a good combo.
Yeah, they're really fun. I don't know. I just like painterly kind of things.
Painted books are some of my favorites. Ooh.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, so my next artist is Mike Del Mundo. I love his stuff so much. And oh gosh, I forgot to get one of the covers off the wall. But this is one of my favorite covers ever.
Nice. The hip hop variant. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the hip hop variants so much. That's exactly what I went to Frankincense for, actually.
Mhm.
I didn't find any, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're hard to come by.
Yeah, dear God, they are. I'm still looking for Wu-Tang and Cypress Hill ones because
Okay.
I really like those two. But yeah, no, Mike is amazing. He also has like a background in I think b-boying, so he's like very big into hip hop, and he's also
Nice.
Filipino, which is great. I loved his Electra run from a few years ago. He did the interiors, and then he also did this cover for the TMNT and Power Rangers mashup.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, oh, it's great. I love,
It's like
right? It's
that's
so
so
cool.
the turtles. Yeah.
Like,
Is that a wraparound cover or a connecting cover? Because it looks like it would be either one.
No, I don't think so. They did come in foil as well.
Okay.
So I ended up getting those, and then there was a different version on his website, I think, where they swapped out this character, but I don't know with who.
Okay.
But yeah, no. He also did a Spawn comic, a one-off or a one-shot. Last year, and it was so cool. He did the interiors. I don't read a lot of Spawn. I don't really know very much about Spawn, but if it looks good, I'll pick it up. Yeah, so Michael Mundo, and then I also have here Kim Jacinto. who is a very good friend. He's very, very lovely. He's very sweet. He was based in the Philippines. I think he's, oh my gosh, I don't know if he's still in the Philippines, but he was based in the Philippines. He was in the same sort of talent agency as Dexter Soy and Rian Gonzalez as well. So these two are him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Those are
they're really,
cool.
really fun. Yeah, I really like the inks a lot. I like how like this one especially. It's so
You say-
pretty, but it's
You
so
say
nice.
he's your friend?
Yeah, he's very
All
sweet.
right, so he's our next guest in next week.
I don't know how it would do with the time difference, but I'm sure I could ask him. Yeah.
How'd you you two meet?
Online. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were kind of just like talking and texting a lot, and we got to Cass is amazing. We got to connect over kind of just like art in general, which was very nice, and we missed him by a little bit because when I went to visit the Philippines a few months ago, I think he had left for like another job somewhere. But yeah, he's very sweet. We text often, and I'm very grateful for having such a cool, talented friend.
Nice.
This is another one that he did that I also really like.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He does really cool colors. I love the blacks
Yeah.
with like those pops of like the neonish type colors. Those are awesome.
Neon colors are very much my jam. I don't really like subtle, like airbrush feels. I really like solid blocks. So it's very, very neat.
Ooh.
And then, there's also this one on my wall. That's very cute because it's pink.
Oh,
This Harley
nice.
one here.
Ooh. Oh, that one's awesome. Since you like
Yeah.
Harley and you like pink, did you pick up that Harley cover by Amano?
Oh, I have
I love that
3 of
cover.
them
Yes.
in my room.
Love that
There's 3.
cover.
Yeah. All of my comics here are either Harley or pink. And I always make sure that they're all girls. Girls only.
Okay. I too have my girl walls. Yes.
So no Jason Todd and no Dick Grayson, huh?
No.
I have my girl was too, but you probably don't want to see that.
Ooh. Rose Bash. Yes, Rose Bash is
Yes,
another
Rose
good
Bash
one. I
is
love
also-
her.
She's all over my wall. Actually, can I show
Yeah.
you guys my wall? I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's
Please do. I do see some
Please.
Jen Bartel and I see
So
some.
there.
Look at that.
Wow.
Nice.
Way up
Awesome.
there.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, I love those covers. Those are great.
and then there's some stuff up there as well. There's my ring light.
Very
Hello.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you got all the good covers is what I see.
Yeah. As long as it's pink, I'm there. So that's how to get my money out of me.
Oh,
And then what else was I gonna? Oh yes, there's also Daiki Ruan, which is really cool.
oh yes,
Yes,
he has amazing art.
Yeah, he's also very sweet. I've also been talking to him recently.
Okay.
For the past maybe like 2 years. He's really nice. He's very, very sweet. And his work is just phenomenal. So
Good.
hello.
Yes, we got so many people coming in here and just drawing just as dang.
72 people right now in this stream right now.
Yeah, there's 72. Yeah.
Hi.
Awesome.
Hello.
Welcome,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good. I'm very, very, very proud of it, and I'm very happy you like the Afra sketch. I love Afra. I'm obsessed with her. She is maybe my next favorite Star Wars character next to Ahsoka.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a huge like
No,
detour.
you're good. You're good.
But yeah, no, I think I'd like to do more Star Wars art in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, can you give us some hint on what the cover you're working on for giveaway?
Oh, Silk.
Silk. Okay.
Nice.
That's not a hint. That's just I'm telling us. Okay.
Very
Sorry,
cool.
spoilers. Oops, sorry, gotta press the wrong one. I'm on an iPad, so maybe could. Sorry if you're dizzy.
Oh,
So I'm just trying to
We thought it
think.
was an
okay.
earthquake.
You're doing
Yes.
good.
Is it gonna fall? Hey, there it is.
Oh,
Okay,
woo.
bye. Okay,
Hey.
so
Uh.
yeah, so those are the artists that I brought.
Awesome.
Those are lovely.
Yeah, you've got a real eye for like art and comic books. You know you've been doing a lot of art, and I know you have some news about some upcoming engagements. Can you talk about that?
I did, yeah. So I, in case you guys weren't here earlier, I will be tabling in Vancouver for the very first time, and then I'll be trying to make my way into local comic shows. I have 2 comic shows lined up for me, and my first table will be at a smaller show. In case any of you are in Vancouver, it's in New West.
What day is that? What day is that going to be?
June 8th.
Oh,
June 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very excited, very scared. But I've been working really, really hard to try and put everything together.
Mhm.
I will also be doing more. What the heck did it
You
go?
have enough inventory?
I hope so.
Huh?
I hope so. I have my stickers coming in tomorrow, which
Okay.
will be stickers of the Bat Boys. So it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne.
Nice.
And then I will also have a Harley sticker in there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very,
Oh.
very exciting. And then I'll be putting
Nice,
up
nice.
stuff like this.
How much you gonna sell that for?
Sorry,
How much you gonna sell that for?
30?
30? Wow, that's wow.
Starting off
Wow.
small first.
There you go, small.
Yeah, hopefully it goes well. I am very scared, but I
Oh,
mean,
you'll do
it's,
fine. You'll do fine.
You're gonna do great.
You're
gonna do great.
amazing, so don't worry about it.
thank you.
You're gonna have a
I
line
hope
out the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What show that again? What is that name of the show? Because it may
so
have
it's
some
called
people
Fandom
from.
Bazaar.
Fandom
Okay.
Bazaar.
Yeah, so it'll be on June 8th, and then from 12 to 6. And then my next show will be West Coast Comic Con. Thank you. I'm so scared.
You'll do
This
fine.
means a
You'll do
lot.
fine. Yeah.
And West Coast Comic Con is also in Vancouver.
Yes.
Or okay.
When is that day?
That is August 25.
Hey, I might make that one.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
come, let's go up.
Alright.
If you're up, let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta go do some adventures in Vancouver.
We'll
Let's
do
go.
we'll do a road trip
I'll
up there.
also be
I'll drive.
reviewing a comic book there as well. So I'm very, very, very excited for that. It's called Dollface. And
Ooh.
it's about 3 very like sort of anti-hero badass Japanese girls living in Vancouver.
Nice.
And they're doing their best to help people out, but only at night. And it's really, really cool. It's just like a lot of neon stuff. I really like because my
Sold already.
background is I'm a 2D background painter for film and animation. So I am very familiar with like environments and layouts and things like that. So it'll have a lot of that. And
Cool.
I wanted to 100% do an Asian story. And I thought it'd be cool to kind of explore Vancouver at night and kind of turn it into a very like superhero-ish story. So yeah.
That's really cool. I
That's
like that.
amazing. Can you talk about how that project came together?
I initially needed it for a show that I wanted to get into, which is Vancouver Comics Arts Festival. It's called VanCaf here. I unfortunately didn't get to finish in time, mostly because I had to visit my family in the Philippines and prepare for some other personal things. And there was just a lot kind of going on, so I wasn't able to finish it on time. But now that I have quite a bit of time, and there's also my table at West Coast Comic Con, I'm very eager to have it by then, and it's coming along pretty okay. So I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to get preview it and read it.
That's gonna be. I think that'll be a really big hit. I think people are really gonna enjoy that.
So, yeah, it was my first time ever designing characters, like original characters, because I've only ever done like what the studio tells me to do, or what work needs, or fan art. Because I
Okay.
find it very difficult to kind of create your own characters. So kudos to people who can. I have a lot of respect for people who can kind of just spit out characters like that. It was insanely hard. But it was a very cool project to kind of explore. I personally really like kind of like girls with bad attitudes and like punks and kind of I'm a very like anarchist kind of person. So I like to put that into how do I say this? So the girls, their outfits are based off of kimonos, but because of their like rebel against how sometimes culture defines us too much, and it like kind of bounds people to not being able to be themselves. They have it like ripped up. They've got chains. They've got like spikes everywhere. I'm very
Nice.
excited.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm a very big anarchist, so I'm very excited to put that in my story and make out a bigger voice for the Asian community through the story.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's answer some chat questions. So time's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We actually had 2 of these questions were asked twice. Are you wearing your earrings because it is the year of the dragon?
No, but that is I might just say yes because that's a cool answer. So yeah.
No, actually, those are worms. She's wearing those worms because she's on our own channel.
Exactly. Year of the worm. Yes.
Yeah, the worm.
Yes.
Worm.
Yeah.
These are my favorite earrings to wear. I got them from like Hot Topic. I
They're
wear them all the time.
cute. They're really
Thanks.
cute. Yeah. CJ actually came in late, and he wanted to know: are you Filipino or Korean?
I'm Filipino.
A Filipino. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he was
And
nice.
she's honorary Korean.
Yeah.
Along with K-pop, she's honorary Korean.
And she's an honorary Cantonese person too.
Yeah.
Because all honorary.
I feel like I get everything but Filipino. So at
Everything
some
but
point-
Filipino.
Yeah, because I don't look Filipino. So I
Yeah.
kind of just nod and say yes.
Mhm.
I'll do whatever. Whatever your first guess is, sure.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey Ryan, what's up?
Glad to see you got back from Vegas. Hopefully you didn't party way too hard, man. I'm telling you. This one's actually a really good question because I actually want to know this as well. What is holding up the stuff on your wall, like the comics and stuff? Like, what are you holding them with? How are you
They
clasping those?
Very tiny little paper clips on the board.
Okay, all right.
On the board, yeah.
Mhm.
So I just bag and board them, and I got these like super tiny paper clips that are like maybe half an inch. They're very small.
Oh, wow.
And then I put command hooks on the walls, and I kind of just
okay.
I can
Nice.
take them and read them if I want. I can change them
Yeah.
around. You know, I just need to unclip it and then clip in a new comic, and it's it.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Brilliant. That is
thanks.
brilliant.
Yeah, he says you don't Filipino at all.
No, I sometimes I get like Russian, and I'm like, okay, sure.
Russian. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But in the Philippines, do you also kind of get that as well? Like people.
Oh
don't
yeah,
see
nobody
you
ever
as-
knows I'm Filipino, but that's also very fun because I get to listen to the aunties gossip, and they don't know. They don't know that I know. They don't know that I know, and it's very fun. But yeah, no, I've never get Filipino anywhere, not even back home.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'll just nod and say yes.
This is an interesting comment. Comic Toby says, if you combine your powers and forces with me, I'm guessing you can create a fantastic book together. Let's see. Yes, command hooks are amazing. I have most of my stuff hung up with the command hooks. They were great. Yeah.
They're amazing. My wall in the living room as well. All comics. I'm
By the way-
very much a maximalist. I think that's what it's called. I don't like wall space because it If it's
Mm,
too blank, I kind of
mm,
I don't know, it makes
mm.
me tick, I guess.
Mhm.
It makes me feel like, you know, in movies when somebody goes crazy and then they're like strapped like this and then they throw them into a white room.
Mhm.
Makes me feel like that.
No.
Why a lot of my like these walls here, like not the ones behind me, are just wall to wall of arts with no frames because I could put more art on the walls with less
Mm.
space. Yeah.
I would do it wall to wall too, but my wife would kill me. Like, what are you doing to our home?
Oh, good question, Wildstorm. Where was Wills on that list of artists? Wills Portacio. Do you know Wills Portacio?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. If you don't look him up, he has some of the greatest art I've ever seen in comics. And you like kind of modernish stuff, so look at his wetwork stuff and some other stuff that he has done. He is
Yeah.
so
Legendary
good.
Filipino artist.
Yes.
Filipino American artist.
What's his last name?
Portacio.
Portacio.
Portacio, yeah.
With a P? Yeah.
Portacio. First
Awesome.
name was.
I learned something new. I didn't know he was Filipino.
He's Filipino, yeah.
He has luxurious hair as well. Yeah, he's got a good one.
Wow.
Yes.
He's a
Yeah,
legend.
like
He's a
Fabio
legend.
hair.
Oh, he's got some good hair. Yeah, he's got some good stuff happen. Good question. CJ has a good question here, and I actually want to know this as well. What is your dream project or existing character that you would love to work on?
Ooh. I might have to say Cassandra Cain.
Oh,
just
you would
because
rock
that's
that.
the
Yeah.
easiest question for me to answer.
Not what I
love
thought.
her
Not what I thought
so-
she would answer.
What would you think? What did you think she was gonna go with?
Harley?
Harley, Poison Ivy, or what was it, Dick Grayson, or
Yeah,
Jason
Jason
Todd, one of those four.
Crossover event. You could do all of them. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they're all in the same universe. I'll just
Yeah.
throw them in.
Easy. Yeah.
But it's really nice to. I think my biggest priority in terms of storytelling is putting out more Asian stories. So that's my biggest like motivator. That's my biggest drive of just putting out more of our history and who we are as Asian Americans and Asian Canadians. So, Cass, and she's
Yeah.
badass and she's cool and she's very cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Because I think she's a really good character, but I think she needs more love. She needs way more stuff.
100%.
She is definitely
Yeah.
under out there. Yeah, she definitely needs to get.
Her
Yeah, that's your
story is
job. You
so
can do that. Yeah.
beautiful. Like her background is terrible, but the reason I say that she has such a beautiful story is because when how do I say this? She's grown up with so much violence because she was trained to be like a weapon, but it takes so much to unlearn hatred, to unlearn that kind of way of life. You know, like it's kind of like when people are grown up and they grow up in bad homes and they turn out to be the kindest person ever because it takes so much strength and so much time and so much reflecting to be able to look at your surroundings and be like, that's not right. It's very different from being raised in a happy home. So I have so much admiration for people who grew up in like tougher backgrounds or, you know, grew up like financially struggling because it takes so much to unlearn that stress and the anger and the hatred that comes with hardships. So she is such a beautiful character and I love her so much for it. She's so brave. She's so strong. It takes so much of, it takes so much heart to be a good person. So, yeah, I really like her.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Toby identifies as Sun Wukong. Way to go, Toby. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stories like that, you know, like Sun Wukong, he also had to unlearn all that pride that he had up his butt. So it was, I don't know, it's being raised as like where your fate feels like it's one way, you know, when you're when you're raised to be one thing and because of your surroundings you have like an ending already written for you. To be able to rewrite that on your own is really cool. It's a very, very good story. And I think a lot of Asian Americans and Asian Canadians have that ability because of the resilience that we have to show every day, and it's good to put that out in stories.
Yeah, my Sonokwan toy ever was those flags that goes in and out,
Mm-hmm.
little ball, I think
Mhm.
flag ball. That was my Sonokwan toy.
You're talking about like the space. Are you talking about the space version of it that came out in like the 80s?
This is back in '70s, and they had these flag poles that you extend the flagpole like a fishing rods, but it was a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you could go like that, and it just comes out.
I think
Would
I
you
had
hit
that
people
too.
by accident with it? Like whack people by accident?
Well,
Would you whack yourself?
I don't know if it was an accident. I meant to do
Oh,
it.
not accident. Not accident. What he just meant. Yes, yes.
By accident.
Oh,
Well,
man.
FBI, if you're watching, it was an accident.
Oh. Mm. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else is in here because a lot of this we actually already got, but apparently Tessa got an X-Men 1 on Friday. Ooh, way to go,
Oh,
Tessa!
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been looking
Nice.
for that forever.
Like a
for
Jim
sure.
Lee or are we talking like Dave Cockrum?
They, I
I
think
have no idea, but I'll bang on her door and ask her.
Well, if it's the Dead Cochran one, then
That's
just take it. Just take
yeah.
it.
Like a $1 book versus like a $10,000 book.
Hey, your dollar finds are really cool, dude. They're
Thank you.
amazing. I don't know how you get so lucky all the time.
I dig in the dollar bin.
There's some good dollar bins out there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. 1.5 Uncanny X-Men #1. Wow.
Wow.
Way to go, her. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Awesome.
Congratulate her.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
she's
good.
been looking for that for a very, very long time. The first
Oh yeah,
time
she did the
I'm
unboxing
pretty
video
sure she was
this
talking
week.
to me
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I was in the car with her and Ryan, and I was just sitting in the back, and she went on for like half an hour about the X-Men comic. And I'm like, I hope you find it. Yeah.
All right. Any more?
Well, we're almost at the 1.5 hour mark. So do you guys have any final questions here that we can ask? And then we'll kind of wind down, I guess, because I know you wanted to end it at an hour and a half, but you could come back anytime. They will welcome you back anytime.
Well, I just want to like thank Alex because I know I thanked you for the comic sketch you did, but I'm just gonna show it off one more
you
time.
brought it.
This is
Oh,
Alex
lovely.
Bustos original and absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm.
I didn't bring myself because that's at my man cave. I'm in Seattle. So
Yes.
Taco's showing me up right now.
I love the way that you do
There.
the eyes and faces. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, just absolutely phenomenal work. Again, I just fell in love with the cover. And the only bad thing is like it's behind this sort of it's behind this like white, so I can't really look at it. I have to take it out and open it up to enjoy it. But I mean it's absolutely.
Ones I picked up also have that. I decided I'd just rip them off.
Yeah, so it should have a perforation along the spine because
Okay.
those are usually sent to protect the book on that. You'll also see
Gotcha.
that when you get
Okay.
proofs from printer companies, will send it that way. But yeah, it's usually perforated at the end.
Should I just like rip
I would
it
put
off?
it down and then kind of hold the book and then slide it that way. But yeah,
We'll think about doing
Yeah.
that.
but yeah,
Maybe
Yes.
when we meet up, I can do it for you.
All right.
there you go.
No, but
Yes.
I definitely, whether I come up or whether you come down, we gotta, go grab some Asian food and just
Yes.
chill.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Here,
the
let
dim
me
sum here is so
do that,
good.
dude. There we go.
So good. Yeah, if you guys come up for August, I'll drag you to dim sum.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do that. So you're going to be at comic cons and events coming up, and then are you going to be streaming with Tessa anytime soon?
I actually just messaged her yesterday about it. I'm not sure what her schedule is currently like, but hopefully, and I
Okay.
will let you guys know.
Nice.
Cool.
So I just posted that again and link. That is a link to Tessa is a Nerd's channel where she, Alex goes and we'll do some streams with her on there.
Alex, you'll be back for 31st, right?
Yes,
Because that's when we're
absolutely.
going to give away one of her books.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that Ryan Odegawa and hopefully my new friend Lok Win, they will come up. These guys are very experienced guys, and you might want to connect with them. And you know,
Yeah.
they have a lot of experience out in the industry. So I like the reason I like this Asian. I'm hoping that these artists can network with each other. So artists, storytellers, and so that's my dream anyway. So
Yeah. Well, it's a very, very generous dream. So
yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I love Asian American Pacific. I said the whole thing. It's very fun, and I really like being here because I very rarely get to talk about like the Asian community in comics and the Asian artists, the Asian writers, the Asian stories, and this is exactly what drives me as an artist. So thank you for listening to me talk.
No, it's our pleasure to have you on, and that's why we love you, because you kind of epitomize what this entire month is about. Like your being is, even though you're not like American, you're Canadian, but in terms of the Asian heritage aspect in North America, it definitely is representative of what we celebrate.
Yeah, we mean when we say America, we mean the whole continent of America. South America.
She's an honorary American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when I
Canadians are
went
there.
down there 2 weeks ago, I think like a few people picked up on my Canadian accent because apparently some Canadians like say words differently than Americans. Like how do you guys say SORRY?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I say sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, TM Nerdy says sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard somebody at like Disneyland because I actually bumped into them and I was like, oh sorry. And then they were like, did you hear that person? They were like, sorry.
That is Canadian.
Yeah.
Jay here is actually also from Canada. I call it Canada because
Canadian.
So close to that.
Canadian.
And I know I call it Canada because we're also South Canada because I'm like the Detroit area, so we're like right there. Well, I want to address this comic survey. So I'm just helping out here, so just so that everybody else gets more views and stuff. But I also really heavily influenced in the Asian cultures and stuff. But this is all NammaN and Otaku here. They've been running this a couple of years now. What is this? Your third year doing this?
This is our third year.
Third year, yeah.
Doing every minute of that.
Yes.
And I don't know if this was mentioned, but Hyung and I had lunch. We had Vietnamese pho today.
Yeah.
In Bellevue.
He tried to say it. He couldn't say it.
But it was a great time. Yeah. It was a great time.
But
I bragged about your son.
Yes, you did. Yeah, he did. That's cute. But no, it brings me so much joy as well to see all the people that are in from my channel as well coming here and getting really involved in all this too, even though they might not know much about Asian cultures or these artists. And it's so fun to see everybody interact in here and bring everybody together. So I am hugely, hugely proud of being part of anything that you guys are doing because it means something so lovely.
You, K-Pop. Thank you. You guys, you and Jeff and Eman, I mean, you guys exploded this thing. So appreciate you guys. So
no, I mean it's our thing now. So you can't leave ever. You're stuck with us.
You're sort of stuck.
You're stuck with us.
Let's see. Okay, so we had a move around in our schedule. So Bernard Cheng is now going to be on the 30th. We have Sean Chen on the 29th, and we just now confirmed Mark is now. What day is Mark on? He just confirmed. Eman just put it in the chat.
28th, I think, wasn't it?
20. So it's the 28th, right? 30th. We all have guests now, so look for that. We're gonna get a 1 day break.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Full on shenanigans. I know.
31st is gonna be. I mean, just gonna be. We're gonna have a We're gonna
Yeah.
have a grand party. We're not gonna be, we're not gonna be, be worrying about anybody. We're just gonna have a party and
It's just a
duck race.
it's just
It's
a
a-
one continuous duck race, a
celebration,
4-hour duck race.
Yeah.
If
We're gonna
you
start at
hate
the
duck
beginning and
race,
go on forever. Yeah.
So
too bad, CJ.
yeah, when it's 4 hours, the
we
duck
start
that
one
gets in
on
front.
Otaku's, and then we start one on mine.
Yeah,
We start one on
yeah. Do one on
yours.
each channel. Yeah, that'd be great.
Like a relay race. Jeez.
We're gonna assign each comic like legendary comic book artists as well to the ducks
Yeah.
and see who wins, and then
Yeah.
crown the
Oh.
the king of
Yeah.
the duck race.
We have to figure out how to do the rabbit for Alan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's right. We gotta do ramen for Alan, right? We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll go. It would be great.
All right. Hey, thanks, chat, for coming up.
Thank you.
Wow, 82 of you out there. So
I know. There's so many. They keep coming in here. I know. I don't know where
appreciate
they're coming
you.
from, but yeah. Here,
Yeah.
let me drop her link one more time. There you go. So there's her link to her Instagram. So go find her so you can follow all of her lovely stuff and look at her art. Look at
and if you're in the Vancouver area, go support her.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the two appearances you're gonna make this
Oh.
summer?
So there's one on June 8th, which is, if you're in Vancouver, it's in New West. It's called Phantom Bazaar. And then the other one is August 25th. That's West Coast Comic Con here in Vancouver. And then the third one is going to be in October, which is the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show. That will be at Playland here in Vancouver, which is like an amusement park. So we have like a huge warehouse where it's kind of like a Frankenstein's, but it only lasts like one weekend, and it only happens every 6 months. But I'm very, very excited for those two comic shows. So come on down and say hi.
Yes. And Alex, you gotta promise us you're gonna like do some streams and stuff so we can feel like we're there with you. Just kinda, yeah.
I'd love
Please,
that. Well, you guys are gonna be here, right? Right.
we're gonna try to be there in August.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love
Tune in
that.
for the shenanigans for the meetup for that. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, thank you
Again,
so much
thanks.
for doing this.
Thanks, panels. Thanks,
No problem.
Alex. So let's
Bye.
bye in stream.